now listening to the Sportz Nutz.
Hey everybody, welcome all to the Sportz Nutz. This is episode 157. But who's keeping count on that one? We hope you guys had an absolute fantastic day. You did see my short today on TikTok Live. And shout out to everybody who is going to tune in to us. We greatly appreciate it. Hey, real quick, want to let you guys know we do have a poll up on Facebook and TikTok and Twitter. And the Sportz Nutz wants your input, actually. What we want you guys to do, there is a poll. Should we consider covering tennis? We do have people who follow tennis who watch. The poll is up for 24 hours. Let me know what you guys think. You can let myself know. You can let Shane know. You can let Matt know. Matt's not joining us tonight. He's actually at work. You can let Bryan know. Let us all know. If you guys saw the poll, please go vote. We want to hear your thoughts on it. Obviously, we care about what our audience thinks, and we want to know, should we start covering tennis? Just as Pensman just said, please don't cover tennis. But we have people who do ask about it, so we want to hear you guys' thoughts on that one. And it is one of the largest sports in the world, and we would love your input. Guys, we have a jam-packed, and I mean ultra jam-packed episode. We have a developmental football program they call the Asheville Bears. Yes, we are excited to talk with them because, guys, it is football, and, I mean, come on. I mean, hello. And then after they leave, yes, we still have a lot to cover, and I was really excited to write this up. And I wish Matt were here because this first question is going to be kind of tagged to him. LeBron is back in the news again. We'll talk about why. Tonight is something that is happening in Denton, North Texas. It's never happened in the history of University of North Texas. We'll talk about that one as well. We have our weekly college football games. We'll dive into the top 10 games that we were going to cover. Shane's got a sports story. Then we have our honorable mentions. And we have you, the most interactive fans there is. Thank you guys so much for doing all that you do. Obviously, we're literally 28 away from the 3,100 mark subscribers. Help us get there. We really appreciate it. And real quick, want to give per request from our guy Pensman. Congratulations to the state of Pennsylvania as literally the Philadelphia Flyers, the Eagles, and let's see who else. The Philadelphia Phillies. Oh, so happy. But my guy's sitting next to me, man. Shane, what's going on with you, brother? How you been?
Oh, man, been doing good. As they always say, the first day, what's the worst day after the weekend? Normally the first five.
That's right.
So today's the fifth day. It's over with. We get to sit back, relax, talk a little bit sports, football, of course, around this time of year. And man, I can tell you, it's feeling like football weather up here. For sure, that down in the 40s, low 60s during the day, a nice crisp breeze, today about 10 mile an hour. That's one thing I'm still not used to. That cuts a little bit.
It was only 10 miles an hour there? Wow.
Well, it was 10
miles. It was
like
25 miles here.
It was 10 miles an hour constant. So
yeah.
That's a big difference. We had gusts up to 25, 30. But you get off that cold air, it just seems to catch you, especially, this situation right here that we have. Does not help.
I have hair, ladies and gentlemen. I have hair. I'm not Shane.
Yeah. It's just like you and four flats on a Cadillac. You go way back.
You know what? I'm not even. And Shane's over here making fun of because I listen to music before the show goes, and he told me to turn my prom mix off like I went to prom in the '80s or something. I'm only 4 years older than you, 5 years older.
Hey, you did math on an abacus. I don't want to hear it.
You know what?
But other than that, man, I'm doing great, man. Ready to get into the show, ready for the guest, especially, being up here, Western North Carolina mountain, kind of proud of it now.
That's right. They're literally knocking on your door. With that being said, by the way, real quick, give a shout out, though, to everybody who is listening. 95.5 KFCE in Terrell, Texas, and TigerNation.live, and all over the U.S., we absolutely appreciate you. We are welcome to have you guys chime in. The stream is live and active going. We already have 13 comments. If you are interested in commenting, please do. We have our good friend Pensman and Bryan Pettit all there. With that being said, further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please stand on your feet and give a round of applause. The one, and they're over there doing this, the one, the only, Asheville. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Whoa!
Hey, man.
Love the energy.
Yes, we love it. Welcome to our show, guys. We absolutely appreciate you 1,000 times over for coming on. Before we get into the questions, though, you guys getting a little antsy because the fall temperatures are starting to knock on the door, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we've been ready
to drop and hit the ground. So you know what that means.
That's right. Absolutely. Real quick, introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about you before we go into questions, please.
Well, my name is Avery Broadwater. I'm the CEO. I done played semi-pro ball for many years. I started my own semi-pro team with the CSRA Knights. Then I branched over to the Lions to start another one, but I went over that and went to indoor arena. That was a blast. I loved it. Won a championship in that. And then I moved up here. I'm starting a whole new wonderful journey with the guy beside me, the dog. Shout out my DC, Jock, great guy. We finna do some damage. We come here to let Asheville know that we here, family-wise, community-wise, and build some wonderful.
Absolutely. Love that. And what is your name?
I'm Coach J. Everybody call me Coach J, but I'm Jeremy Jackson. I've been coaching for almost 10 years. Started out in the Little League area, starting off Little League, and then I just worked my way up from Little League, coached some high school. Currently coaching fall ball for South Carolina Central Christian College in Columbia, South Carolina. And also starting this journey, like he said, with the Asheville Bears, bringing back something to this community that has been not around or not as dominant as they wanted to be. And we want to bring it back and win championships and be dominant. So that's where our mentality is. That's my mentality. And winning. So yeah, that's what we want to do.
I love the merchandise, by the way. That's pretty ultra. I like that. I love seeing that, I mean, it just makes it seem better when, our guests come on and they have their merchandise.
Just wait. I got a couple good questions for y'all on the merchandise and everything. So.
yeah, you
got something for you. We got something for you.
You're gonna be blown away. Now, all right. So let's get into it. The first question I have is what is it like being a developmental football program, and where do you send the vast majority of your players as the next level? Where do you go to the next level?
Well, the development part is, most of our players like coming out of the high school area. They have the skills, but the level of what we give to them is that next level between high school and college. Yeah. So we give them more time to create film, develop their skills in all positions. And then we just reach out to people and get them opportunities, to walk on, just get that extra energy to okay, I've been learning this over the spring. Let me see what I can do, the next level. So how I came up with it, my granddad would tell me, help the next. So that's what I'm doing. I'm helping the next kid to get to the next level. Be very coachable. Listen. Don't do too much of this. Just listen. That's the key thing. People just don't listen. Just listen and obey the person that's doing something, to make you better for your next development in college or wherever you go overseas, whoever look at you. So that's our job. That's our job. We wake up every day coming up with game plans, how we're going to develop our top receiver, offensive lineman, quarterback, running back, the whole 9 yards. And that's what we're gonna do. Like that's why like everything I put together, I put God first on everything to make sure everything's clean, professional, and make everybody come fill the stands up. Cause we're gonna put on the show. A show.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And
I
just to add on,
love that, you know.
and just to add on, like you said, the main thing is developing. We're trying to bring in, like you said, guys that's just getting out of high school, and especially a lot of the young men in these mountains. A lot of them are not able to get a lot of film, so that lacks film. That means they're not able to get the opportunities to be able to get out there for even Division Ones, Division Twos, and Division Threes. So we want to be able to start a pipeline and to be able to give some resources to some student athletes that they're lacking in these areas.
I love that because, we have a lot of connections, a lot. Our good friend Tiger Stripes Media, which he's watching, his name is Bryan. He'll tell you, and I kid you not, guys, my contact list is about that thick on a book. So we have connections on a lot of places. I told you guys, you guys are now going to be known in many states. So, and that's what we want to do is, you're right, give everybody the opportunity to grow, to learn, and just basically have fun, and you hit the nail on the head with, I live in the upstate of South Carolina. Shane lives like 15 minutes from you guys in Brevard. And it's hard. You're right. It's hard to get the film footage, you have to go to schools that are like so well versed. There's a school here, you guys probably know, Daniel High School here in the upstate. That is what gets the most views. Yeah, there are those who are like at Greenwood High School or TL Hanna, that kind of stuff. But you still have a wide array. You have Wade Hampton, you have Travelers Rest. You have so many who don't get that opportunities awarded to them for getting them.
I'm so familiar with Daniel that I remember the great lineman Bree Love. So,
oh wow,
yeah, yeah.
But I love that you guys are doing this, and it makes, as you see, I'm smiling like ear to ear. This is what I love, and if you guys aren't very familiar with this show in general, we support a lot of small programs, a lot of NAIA, D3, D2, FCS, and of course the FBS. I went to a mid-major. Shane went to a small school as well.
Yeah.
Matt is the only one that really went to technically a big school. He went to Tech, Georgia Tech. We support the smaller program because that's where it's at. That's where it's more fun. That's where it means the most. Shane, unfortunately went here on Wednesday, but we had the Presbyterian coach, Presbyterian College, Clinton. He came on and
Clinton.
They were beyond excited. Y'all, but I'm gonna let Shane go in a minute. But we were mentioned on WYFF4 here in the upstate of South Carolina. So we did an interview with Presbyterian, and then WYFF4 did an interview with Presbyterian, and the head coach said, "I love that this media exposure we're getting because last night we had one of our coaches get interviewed by a show called the Sportz Nutz. Now you guys are doing a story on us. ESPN Plus has picked us up to cover the next 2 games." And hopefully this continues the level of success that everybody can come over next week when we play host to Stetson as our homecoming to come sell at the stadium. So that makes it all much more like exciting. We're getting everybody opportunities to grow, and you learn so much about the small programs. And I'm telling you guys, I'm tipping my cap. I don't have one, but I'm tipping my ball cap to you guys because where it really means the most. Shane, go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, guys, thanks again for coming on. Giving our listeners and viewers a little bit of insight into, kind of like you guys mentioned, a kind of new, fresh idea of a developmental semi-pro league. Getting started back up here in the mountains of Western North Carolina. I know Brandon has touched on, kind of what the players that you're looking at and stuff like that. But I kind of want to give everybody out there, who, when, where, when's it all happening for you guys?
Our big mega trial is December the 7th. We calling everybody from the mountains to the ground. Come out, show me your talent, and we're looking at now starting our first season game is in March. But 9 out of 10, our first mega tryout is December the 7th. It's at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is late, so be there at 8:30. You know what I mean?
When you're on time, you're late. When you're late, you're good.
Yeah. If you're not 15 minutes early, you late.
Exactly. So that's
like
what we start off at.
Y'all, Columbia area. Steve Tannehill was my head coach in high school, so I already know how that went.
Well, everybody been talking about the schools, but I'm cornbread, so I'm from the Rebels, Strong Thurman Rebels.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't play Daniel back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
We
yeah.
played back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So we know where the sticks at. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like we kicking off exactly December the 7th. Or if anybody want to come early, we start early training. Conditioning, because like I love conditioning. And that's what I love to do. I have a older brother. He does the manhood runs, the metal bar runs, everything. So he tells me what to do, everything for the core. So if we got anybody that want to come and do your little condition with us, we'll be at the Memorial Field, man, and doing our things and teaching their position. Because I played running back. I done played middle linebacker, defensive end, corner. So I know a little bit of the field. And I know there's a guy, he's a guru, so I know he knows a little bit of stuff. So, yeah, December the 7th, we're going to start the Mega. I call it the Mega because I wanted to be big. And come prepared. Because what I did on the flyer, I made to see if people read. Come with white shirt, black shorts. If you come out, you're not paying attention of the small details. Because my old coach said the small details makes the bigger program go beautiful. The small details works everything. So I put it on there. So if somebody ain't reading the program, the flyer, I know you ain't reading it. So how you can read my playbook? You can't read the flyer.
Oh yeah. That's Saban teaching right there, and that I've seen the videos over there with Coach. Already going through drills and cones and stuff like that on your Facebook. So I already know y'all ready to go.
Oh yeah. Definitely getting ready to go. Like any young man that wants to come out and get extra work, we're starting early. Every Sunday. Starting next Sunday from 5:30 to 7:30 at Memorial Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing 7-on-7 workout. So we're getting prepared for a 7-on-7 Turkey Bowl in Columbia in Spartanburg in November. So all the skilled guys that want to come out and learn the playbook earlier and get prepared, they got a great opportunity.
I love that. And giving the opportunity for everybody a chance to grow is where it really matters the most. Obviously you guys are located in the Western North Carolina region. We know what has happened. What happened to the Western North Carolina region was unprecedented. If people don't know what happened, then you're definitely living under a rock. But Hurricane Helene happened a little over a year ago now. And it took a lot of communities by surprise. The Lake Lure region has absolutely been devastated. Asheville is still trying to recover, getting back to their tourism level of excitement, as they say. And what type of what kind of drawbacks has it done to you all as a program? Because I know we're still trying to regain normalcy, if there really is a term, normalcy anymore after this hurricane. What transpired for you guys when Helene hit?
Well, I understand the Helene hit because I was in Augusta when it hit. It came out of the we're not used to all the thunderstorm, all the rain and stuff. So when it hit, it shocked everybody. I'm 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking at the door. I get thrown back. So I'm like, oh my God, it's here. And the aftermath of everything, to me, is in my mind, in my heart is always be prepared. No matter what goes on, always be prepared. So when I moved to Asheville and I seen what it done, you know, my fiance, she like reached out and we went and just helped people. So like, let's stay prepared, stay together, let's work together. I mean, we done so much giving out to people, and it's a hurt. People lost a lot, you know.
Yep.
And you know, I pray every day people to open their eyes up and like be prepared. So my goal is, my blessing is, when I started this, my focus on make people in Asheville happy and want to see the future. We're gonna make things happen. We're gonna reach the community, the kids, because people lost a lot. I talked to a lot of people in this area that they didn't cry with me, but they didn't talk to me on a lot of stuff they done lost. But the first thing I tell them, it's a blessing. You here talking to me. The other stuff, gone. You can get this back. So let's work together and build something so you can have that pride and that joy. So I was telling anybody, they were like, Asheville Bears, this is a blessing team. That's all I feel. You know, people can look at me and laugh at me, but I only think one thing. It's a blessing I'm here. A lot of people
Absolutely.
And it's just you know, just adding on to what he said, you know, being a part of the community that, you know, went through that. I think this right here is something that's going to be able to help a lot of families get over some things. It's not really getting over, it's just coping with a lot of loss that we've had in this community. You know, especially with how media is today, we move on with things so fast. And the families around here, like you said, we're a year in and families are still recovering, you know. So to be able to give back to this community, because I definitely know Asheville is a tight, close-knit community, being around here for the last 4 years and learning this community, they are all about building and networking. And, you know, for where they are now compared to a year ago, it's amazing because this was on the same level as Katrina. A lot of people don't even understand it.
People don't realize the severity of what this hurricane did.
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, there were, you know, we have a dentist down the road from here, and my daughter was going. We went like a month after Hurricane Helene hit, and there was a girl who was a hygienist. She was with the National Guard, and you know, I want to let you know we're also live on TikTok right now. Everybody's watching, so you actually have about 47 people watch. Actually, 57 people plus the people here. But you know, the hygienist said, and this one broke my heart. She said, I had to leave. And I was like, why do you mean you had to leave? She goes, I found families that have been ripped apart. We found a little boy in a tree that unfortunately he had lost his life. We never found the mom. We found the entire family. We found the dad here. And then 2 miles down the road, it was the daughter. And then another 5, it was the little boy in the tree. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, how awful is that to think? And but you know, there are regions in the Western North Carolina area that may never come back. Again, it was such a horrible situation. You know, you're right. It really did remind me a lot of Hurricane Katrina. I remember it vividly. You know, like that happened yesterday. That's weird. It's over 20 years that Katrina happened. You know, and it's so heartbreaking. What has transpired, and I praise you guys 1,000 times over for embracing the community aspect of everything, because that's all really anybody needs nowadays is community love, community support, community backings. And you know, Shane will tell you, you know, they still have there's still a good little bit that that area has to rebound back from. I mean, we're probably not going to see Lake Lore officially fully open again until I'm guessing probably next July. Even that's if they get everything together and there's no other, you know, freak natural disaster that happens again.
Right.
I just commend you guys for that kind of stuff. Real quick, everybody on TikTok, if you guys are watching, got on over to our YouTube page at the Sportz Nutz 176, and you can check out these guys, the Asheville Bears. Thank you guys for watching on TikTok, and you guys, we'll talk to you soon. But, Shane, go ahead, man. You have the next question.
Oh yeah, well, as I mentioned earlier, we're big on the merch and logos and kind of things like that. Real big on the uniforms, man. I've seen a couple pictures floating out there on Facebook on the potential uniforms. I see you guys got the helmet behind you. We always love a chrome dome. As you would call it. So with the chrome bear on there, man, I love it. But man, can you give us a little bit information maybe on uniforms, maybe when they're dropping, and what they may look like?
Uniforms?
Yeah.
Well, the uniforms is a typical classic. I call myself classic. My granddad always say, "Stay clean."
Look good, play good.
Yeah, prime time. You know what I'm saying? So the uniforms are very clean. We have an all white with metallic gold numbers, and then we have it's all black with metallic gold numbers on that. Very clean, very simple. And if I was still in my young and prime, I'd love to play because it's what I look into of an owner doing stuff. I'm like, man, like you putting your heart into this, because when I first started this, like I literally, like me and my love went to the flea market and just see what people say. And everybody walked by was like, wow, I love your merch. It speaks. I was like, I designed this, I was like, what to do? I just went on like, okay, it grabs the claw, it just grabs you. And I went out there and everybody gave me, I had a sheet full of probably like 30 checks. Yes, no. I had one no. The only color was, it should have been in red. I was like, no, it's good. But everybody loved it. I got people saying, we showing up. You got a fan. And that's what I love to see. You know what I'm saying? I love, like, I'm gonna put it right now. Our first home game
is a whiteout.
It's a whiteout.
So come with
love
your
that.
white
I
shirt on.
love that. Oh, that makes me excited.
We did it every away game I see.
I love whiteouts.
So.
That's my favorite. White. So the most notable whiteout, obviously, everybody knows this one is Penn State. But man, I love that whiteout. It's just. My team, obviously, when they wear the All Blacks, I love it. It excites me because I love the black uniform. But white, though, is just, it's ultra fresh. I
can tell you when Buffalo did it this past week, their program, it's a little bit different up there in Highmark, especially being the last year there. But man, it was pretty special. Anytime you do a whiteout and mean it and put purpose behind it, it really says something.
Oh, hang on, I get there. I gotta zoom it in.
Oh,
woo! Look at that.
Ooh.
That's pretty spiffy. I like that.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that.
You bring some out looking. So everything white helmet, everything. So. I want everybody, I would love to have everybody, the whole stand, just like you're in heaven.
You're all white.
How
about this? Have like white and then gold, white, black, gold, white, black. Oh yeah, that would be even. Oh yeah.
Stripe it like
I got you.
Stripe it like
I got you.
Or maybe do some towels like that. Like
get the towels like that too.
It's coming.
You got the towels.
I got your shirt now. Got your shirt, Shane.
Yeah. I'm in there. Hey,
okay.
Like you said, hey, it's close by, but they're Memorial. I'm gonna be there.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so I know you guys can't divulge too much because you don't want to give away your secrets, but can you kind of let everybody know what type of style of play we may see in the offense? When I coached, I coached the run and shoot. That was my absolute favorite offense I have ever been a part of. I played in the read option spread offense for Roswell High School, and I loved it. It was so much fun. But can you kind of give us a little indication of what type of style of play we could see with the Bears?
Sure, yeah, I can do that. So well,
Don't tell too much secrets now.
Don't give up too much now.
Yeah, don't give up too much now.
So my roots are, I went to Fairfield and I learned the wing tee. So, the buck sweep, I was all about that. 42 dive.
Misdirections, traps, pulling guards.
So, taking those roots and, learning from the other people that I've learned growing in this profession, I'm more of a, you can say, Steve Spurrier / my guy from Oklahoma.
Bob Stoops? Or Brett Venables?
Nope. I'm sorry. USC, in California.
Pete Carroll.
The guy's there now.
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley. Can you get it out? Stuck on my tongue. Lincoln Riley. Okay. So it's a more style of RPO style system.
Quarterback minded.
Yes, sir. So we want to be able to move the ball fast. We're more dominant, no huddle offense, but we slow it down once we got to and do it more methodically. Yeah.
I love it. Like I said, I did a run and shoot. My idol is June Jones, and then Mouse Davis was the other idol. Not many people know those names.
You got to know somebody to learn that playbook.
Yeah, you do. So, darn, it's not out here. I was going to show you. Actually, hold on. It might be. I'm going to give you a hint. Okay, my playbook's as not with me, but just imagine like that thick. Just imagine it's actually about that thick. That's how thick my playbook is.
Sheesh.
I have about, I think last time I added, it was like 238 plays. I have 238 plays. And it's hard to do that in a run and shoot offense to create plays, but you think on the fly. But yeah, we're a pass heavy offense. So I love it. Shane, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know you guys touched on it a little bit earlier and all, but with me being down there in Brevard and Brevard College, there's multiple other colleges and plenty of high school talent, around the area. Can you give us a little bit of insight on what you're doing? Kind of maybe the hey, if we can help as well, maybe get a couple of us together, go to a couple of these campuses, kind of get the word spread. Can you give us a little bit of insight on, what you're looking like in the area? So maybe if somebody's watching, listening, can go ahead other than the tryout there on the 7th.
Yeah. So we're having a tryout. You can reach out to all of us on Facebook. Like I said, my name is Jeremy V. Jackson on Facebook. And basically what we're doing is reaching out to all the high schools in the local area. Really anybody that's in more of a 2-hour radius that wants to come out and be a part of this program. And we're looking for a mixture of both. With me having the ties and connections to the college in Columbia, we're building those resources and connections in the pipeline to different colleges that are looking for players that want to give them the opportunity. Especially with these smaller high schools, if you know a high school coach that's looking to add more people to his black book, definitely be able to reach out to us and be able to talk to us and network and build those lines of communications so we can be able to get these young men, these student athletes, the opportunities they're looking for, especially with NIL going on. It's not like it used to be when we were back then. You're able to take care of yourself, your family, and we want to be able to put guys in the opportunity to be able to do that. If we are a stepping stone, then great. But you will have that mixture, and you have some veterans that are around that have been in the semi-pros for a minute that want to be able to still lock it on and go. So we're going to have a mixture of both. And that really, being from experience, it really does help those younger student athletes develop themselves by being able to be on the field with those guys and translate it over to the college game.
I like that. Developmental is. It may sound like a scary word. It's not a scary word. It's not a scary word. It's the opportunity to grow, and that's all anybody really needs is that opportunity to take the next step in their journey. Real quick, before we let you guys go, can you let everybody know where they can find you? Again, let us know everybody know when the tryout is, and I also have somebody who wants to talk to you. So I want one of y'all to message me because I want to give you his number because he wants to talk to you guys.
Cool.
So let everybody know real quick.
All right, so you can reach out to us on Asheville Bears Developmental Football on Facebook. We're also Asheville Bears Developmental Football on TikTok. You can reach out to me, Coach J, Jeremy V. Jackson on Facebook. I can also give my number out. I'm so used to doing it with my field work. So 803-440-7744. Just leave me a message. We'll get back to you. We have the big mega tryout coming out on that's December 7th. And we're also having daily workouts every Sunday at Memorial from 5:30 to 7:30 starting this Sunday coming up. So if you know of anybody that knows somebody, tell them to come out and show their talents and get developed. Because you don't have to be the best, but we doggone want to make sure we're going to develop you to the best.
Don't meet me there. Beat me there.
I love that. I just texted you guys.
Okay.
Whoever that was, I just texted. Your phone just went off. I texted you and let you know who the gentleman is that he wants to talk to you. His name is Coach Vince Fortin-Rebay. He's a real good buddy of mine. I've known him for a very long time, over 20 years.
Coach Vince is great.
Yes. He has his own show called Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vince. He actually was on here just a moment ago, and he said, "Can you get me their information? I want to talk to them." So I gave you his phone number. Give him a holler, and see, I told you we're going to get you guys. We're going to start branching you out. And that's all we want to do.
Oh yeah,
guys. We absolutely, Shane and I, Matt included, and Bryan, everybody that's a part of this team, we absolutely appreciate you guys 1,000 of. And I'm telling you now. Thank you for what you guys are doing for this community as well. As we just alluded to, Western North Carolina is still rebuilding from Hurricane Helene. And you guys, albeit only for 3 to 4 hours at a time, it's still a break from the stress of, oh gosh, we got to build this next because of the hurricane. Giving them an opportunity to go watch football and have fun with friends, that's all that really makes the difference.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
The only thing I wish, if y'all can do it, bring back the Krispy Kreme, please.
You just gotta go about an hour south.
I know, but they're not going to rebuild it because of the hurricane and all that. So, so the one in Hendo. So I'm missing that, but we got plenty of Dunkins up here.
That is true. Yes, we have a bunch here in the upstate. It kind of gets old, and. But before I let you go, a little running joke. My wife and I, when we first met, we lived in Woodstock, Georgia, and there was a Krispy Kreme that literally just opened like the day we moved into our apartment in Woodstock. And the first thing Cassie does to me, she goes, "Look." And so now every time we see a Krispy Kreme, it's look. There's Krispy Kreme. The sign's on.
That red sign. Hot no
the hot now sign. You got to get there right away.
Every time.
In Augusta,
there's one right down the street.
Turn that car on as fast as you can.
Right down the street from my grandma's house in Charleston. So I go there if she can have a sweet treat because of the sugar. If she can have one, I'll go there and pick up a dozen or so.
Absolutely.
1 for you, 11 for me.
1 for you, 2 for me, a quarter for you, 500 for me. No. It means the world to us. Thank you guys so much for spending time this evening to come on our show, and we're gonna have you on again. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Awesome.
Definitely be in touch. Might even be out there on the 7th with you guys.
Yeah, we definitely make sure we get y'all the schedule.
Sounds good. We really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
You. Appreciate you.
Right, take care. Yes, sir. Man, how cool is that? Like literally, Shane. Like they are, the the whole Western North Carolina region is reeling, and these gentlemen, they've come in and they're helping out, building that community back. Thank you guys 1,000 times over. We really do appreciate it. All right, so Shane, we got to talk about some things here, and I'm really excited. Like I said, I wish Matt were here to talk about this. Why? Because this is his favorite thing. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a live video real quick so I can show Matt. We're talking about this. Matt, LeBron.
But I'll go ahead and go ahead and say this. I'm going to give a take on your side, but also on Matt's behalf as well.
So what? Oh man! All right. So LeBron James is in the news. God, I don't know why I'm even talking this, but LeBron James is in the news again, trying to fake everybody into this quote decision 2.0, which turned out to be nothing but a Hennessy ad. Like, come on. Now reports are that he is actually being sued by multiple fans in small claims court for false advertising. Then on Thursday, it was announced he is going to miss the next 3 to 4 weeks with sciatica pain. Well, this is interesting because there's also a video that just came out today. He's deadlifting. And Stephen A. Smith was quickest to say, sciatica pain, you can't do deadlifting. You know, this timing is kind of coincidental. Whatever, I don't know. But, you know, what are your thoughts on this, Shane? This whole situation it's an absolute bleep show. Am I right?
Well, this is going to be my take on your behalf on this one.
Oh, boy.
We're talking about a 40-plus-year-old in a professional sport talking about a back injury or nerve causing him not to be able to move. I'm younger than he is, and sometimes, like, I've got to do some hip flexors and stuff like that because mine doesn't feel right. But of course, this man makes millions of dollars and is playing a professional sport at his age at a level that we haven't seen in this sport. Just like we saw Tom Brady do a couple of years ago in the NFL. You know, I'm going to say that this is a old man excuse. But it's a common excuse.
I love that you said that.
It's a common excuse for anybody nowadays. And so, you know, with that being said, I'm going to go to Matt's point here.
Oh, boy.
And we all knew he wasn't going to retire.
One can only live.
We all knew he wasn't going to do that. I mean, it was cryptic. I mean, JJ came out and said that the team all knew what was happening anyway. So I mean, here's the thing.
I don't believe that for a second.
He's done stuff, you know, through his career like this in the past. Even when he announced that he was coming back to Cleveland and all, he announced it and, you know, put a promotional thing out there about it. It's just who he is. I mean, he is King James. He is the scoring leader and just about any other leader. Of course, when you play 21 seasons in the NBA or plus, then you're going to have that. And of course, Brandon, you got it wrong. Your old tail needs to put the glasses down on the edge of the nose first.
Wait. Here we go. I got to read my paper, young man. You young whippersnapper.
Yeah. Stay off my grass.
Get off my lawn.
We knew that he was planning on playing until Bryce got into the league.
Oh boy, here we go.
Which is another year away. So,
oh boy. Let's not talk about the other name because that's Matt's boy right there.
Yeah, but see, we, you know, kind of as a fan of the NBA and, you know, a person that has followed LeBron over many years, we know what he's about, and we all knew this wasn't going to be retirement because he said he was going to plan on doing it when Bryce got into the league. And even at his numbers and your dislike of him, it will be possible. But you know, in that same sense, man, it's it's one of those things that we've got to sit back and look at and say, hey, this could have been a retirement announcement, but we should know who it was announcing it.
Yeah, you're right on that. We
So,
should have known who it was. You know, he is an attention hog. There's another term I'm not going to use because we are a G-rated program.
well,
He is
well,
an
like I
attention
said,
bleep.
King James. King James.
I will never anoint him
that,
as a king.
that persona has embodied him in what he does and what he says a lot over the past, I'd say, 15 years. So can we expect any less?
No. I will tell you this though, and then we'll move on. What was Michael Jordan's record in the finals again? I can't remember. What was Michael Jordan?
No. Here you go. I got
next one is how long did it take Michael Jordan to get that record again?
No. I've got one even better for you if you're talking about that stuff. Draymond Green has more 3-pointers made than Larry Bird in his career.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not anointing Larry
Bird. But what I'm saying, Draymond Green, Larry Bird, you compare those two players together in the NBA.
Michael and LeBron are not the set. Are not. I mean, but not Draymond
but they're close.
Larry.
They're close.
Oh, I won't go that far.
Yeah,
Larry, if you're watching, we're not comparing you to Draymond Green.
No. What I'm saying is LeBron and Jordan are arguably, 1 to 10, however you want to put it. And then the stretch between Larry and Draymond is at least 20 players that you can think of in the history in the NBA. But if you look at LeBron padded stats, Draymond's been in the league for a long time and has better stats than Larry as far as 3-point. But who do you think of when it comes to 3-point? Larry or Draymond? Which one of those two?
Larry Legend.
So that just shows you how, I mean, and we've talked about it in NFL Hall of Fame, how certain receivers are going to be
anointed.
Yeah, but because of their numbers and because of what happened, they're going to be up there. So it's a win-win, lose-lose, however you want to look at it.
True. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. We really appreciate it. Let's go to the next topic, guys. Congratulations goes out to Denton, Texas, more specifically North Texas. Why? Let me turn the banner off. Y'all, yes, you're reading that right. It is sold out. This has never ever happened at University of North Texas, and they were awarded a nighttime nationally televised game against South Florida, which goes on now, which is taking place now. This is huge, also, guys, because just a few years ago, there were discussions about North Texas disbanding the football program or just dropping down to the FCS level. Now, do you believe, Shane, that smaller teams, they're finally getting the recognition that they deserve?
Well, see, here's the thing about it. We've talked about it all year, last season, and even the beginning of this season. The parity in college football right now is so small.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first part of NIL. It's the first part of transfer portal. It's all that kind of encompasses everything together. So, as Matt said before, I'm sure I've said it. I know you've said it as well. These guys that went to these bigger schools and were backups are now going to the smaller schools to be studs.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it back in the day. I remember the SEC story. They do a thing on ESPN, but the Cam Newton. I mean, he went to a JUCO and then was able to transfer up. But that's how it used to have to be you go to a JUCO before
To
you
work
could
your way up.
transfer.
Yep.
Well, to be eligible the next year.
Yep.
If not, you'd have to sit out a year.
You had to sit a whole year, remember? Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a junior or senior, you can't do that.
Yep. You're bleep out of luck.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm seeing as far as the parity being shrunk down. Of course, we've talked about it on the same sense. It's being shrunk down now. Don't be surprised if major conference realignment happens with the money that's out there, and we're going to see something completely different in the next 2 years. I'm not even going to say 4 or 5. I'm going to say 2. But this game right here, man, it's going to be a shootout. I don't know what's going on right now.
It's 14-7 North Texas, and North Texas is driving again.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that if which I was a bet man. I put my money on the over on this one on 7.5 points.
Yeah, it was an insane number,
That's a big number, but I'm still taking the over on this one, and I did. So we'll see how it ends up, but I think this is going to be a great game. Man, I enjoy that the smaller conferences are basically getting to highlight themselves on these weekday shows and stuff, and I know we haven't seen the numbers yet piling in just because it's the first week that it's happened, but I could imagine that these numbers are going to be astronomical.
I'll get those numbers
based on the games that we've seen so far. So, man, I tell you, I'm going with the green on this one, though. I think they get it done.
Hey, there you go. I think if this, just put it to this way, folks. If North Texas wins, it's a signature moment because they are upsetting a nationally ranked team in South Florida. So, yeah, they're only 24, but it's still a win is a win is a win is a win. And it's a huge monumental moment for North Texas. I am ultra proud in North Texas and what they have accomplished this year. I mean, if you guys would sit there and tell me at the beginning of this year that North Texas would be 5-0 at this point in the season, I would absolutely tell you are full of something. But we're showing otherwise. But I'm definitely, if you guys, I know there's a lot of people watching, a lot of people listening. By the way, shout out again to everybody in Terrell, Texas. If you are listening to us, 95.5 KFCE and TigerNation.live. I know that there is a really big game going on in Denton right now. Like I said, North Texas is up. If you guys can, give them a follow on social media. They're really, there really are a great fan base. They're great to follow. Great to communicate. We're trying to try and get somebody on their team to come on the show. So just stay tuned for that. We have a lot of good opportunities coming. Yeah, you're right, Bryan. It might happen. You never know. I mean, Shane, I know I'm going to ask you this question too, and then we'll go to our next topic. But for bleeps and giggles, okay, let's just say North Texas goes into the final week and they're 12. They're 11-0 and they're playing their last game for the be 12-0. Would you go ahead and give them that position in the CFP or what?
No, I wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't because you have Tulane there as well.
Yeah, that's true. Tulane is doing good things.
If they went out,
yep.
Would you take a Tulane team that played 3 Power 4 conference teams over a North Texas team that played 1?
That's a debatable question because North Texas is significantly. Yeah, there's people that say that they're not small. No, they are significantly smaller than the Tulane University.
Well, I would put them in the same category. I would not say smaller or bigger. It just depends on how you want to look at it. But as far as the money that goes to the football program alone, they are comparable.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
So, that's what you have to look at nowadays with the product that you're putting on the field is the money that you're putting into the program. We talked about it with Virginia Tech and their $229 million promise in the next 4 years to athletics.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a big number. So it's broken down in financial numbers now, not by player numbers, stars, and stuff like that you get.
But regardless, folks, tip your caps to them. Give them a follow on social media, and big things are happening for North Texas, and hopefully it's just the start of many more big things to come. They are a fun program to watch. Not to mention the fact that green is my favorite color. I'm just saying. All right, so now we come to what we do every week, y'all. This is our weekly college football pick'em games. No, it's not the pick'em challenge that we have. It is where we will take a look at. I've chose 10 games, and you're going to give our take. We're going to give our take on who wins and what we may think of as the score. The first game we're going to cover, Shane. I hope you're ready for this one. Clemson, they're taking on Boston College. We know what's been going on with Clemson is an absolute train wreck. However, it's even more of a dumpster fire at Boston College. Clemson is favored in this one. I'm going to take Clemson. However, I'm going to say Clemson wins like 24-21 because Clemson is Clemsoning right now. What do you
think? Being me driving home on 26 every day from Flat Rock up towards Asheville, I had the pleasure of seeing two young Clemson buses.
Lily. Sorry, he's got to tell Miss Lily to hush.
Yep. Sorry about that. got to straighten out the youngins every once in a while.
Yep.
No, I had the pleasure of seeing two Youngs sponsored Clemson buses headed up 26 earlier today. On my way home about 3:00. I can only imagine maybe cheerleaders, band, something like that, or a fan bus. You never know. Yeah. Man, I've got Clemson in this one. Boston College, they haven't been there since Tommy left for Florida State. Kind of on their offense, but their defense, which is normally pretty decent, has not shown anything this year. So I'm definitely going to take Clemson on this one. I think you're right. Offense sputters, but I think defense carries them until they can actually get their feet underneath them. Maybe at some point this year. I'm going to say Clemson 28, Boston College 17.
I like it. And look, our guy Bryan at Tiger Shots Media says 27-10 Clemson. All right. Next one, number 1, Ohio State taking on number 17, Illinois. Illinois, we've had this discussion too, Shane. Illinois is, they're the biggest Cinderella questions you could ever imagine. However, I think Ohio State is going to come to play and absolutely mollywop. And Matt, I'm using your term, mollywop. Illinois, I could see it being like a 45-10 kind of score.
See, I'm kind of different on this one. I think Ohio State wins this game, but I think that it being at Illinois, they're in Champaign with Brent Bielema. I think that they might be able to get up enough for this game to make it interesting in the first half to 3/4. I'm going to say 35, 27, 24.
Ooh, you're making it closer than it seems.
Yeah. And it may be like 35-17 until the last 2 minutes of the game.
Garbage points. Okay.
Yeah, some garbage points, but I could see them, keeping it close enough, especially being at home. So I'm going to take Ohio State here for sure, but I think it'll be a little bit closer than expected.
I like where you're heading on this one. I absolutely do. The next game we're going to talk about is my school. Utah State is traveling to Honolulu to take on the University of Hawaii. at TC Chain Clearance Center Complex, whatever you want to call it nowadays. I think, Hawaii's back. I think they're back. After the last game they played, where they literally played the way that we are used to seeing them play, the run and shoot style against Air Force. They won. They're 4-2. I think they're going to walk out of that game 5-2. And I just don't think Utah State is fast enough and powerful enough to handle the run and shoot style. Micah Alejado is legit one of the best quarterbacks Hawaii has had in quite some time. He's comparable to Bryant Moniz, which, by the way, Mo, shouting out to you. I know you watch occasionally, brother, but I appreciate it. What do you think, Shane? I say Hawaii wins. I'm going to say another 45. I'm going to say 45-17 Hawaii.
Yeah, Utah State has not shown me anything all year. And then you add on the travel time out there to the islands. I think Hawaii has this. I had more faith in the Air Force last week than what I should have. But Hawaii's a proven team now, especially going on the road there to Colorado and winning the way that they did. So, I'm definitely going to give them that nod at home.
Absolutely. And the last one we're talking about is Presbyterian, because we had Presbyterian on. They traveled up to Butler to take on Butler. Yes, Presbyterian's number 22. If they win, they have won their 11th game in a row dating back to last year. I think Presbyterian is here to stay. I think they're legit. And I could see in what Coach Bice told us about their style of play is a run pass option, RPO. Worst term, it's read option. But I say Presbyterian wins 35-21. What do you think?
I like PC. Going back and listening to the episode and everything, man, they seem like they have their ducks in a line right now, and they're marching a straight and narrow. So the offense, like you said, it's a read option with that third option though.
Yeah.
So it's not just 1-2; it's got 3 to it. So. And it's a spread style of a wing tee, if you really think about it.
Oregon. It really is. It's Oregon,
Yeah. So, but I believe that they have this one, for sure. Butler, I hate to say it, it's a basketball school.
I agree 100%. All right, guys, let's go to our favorite segment of the show. It's called the honorable mentions. Woof! Yes, my first honorable mention. What we do is we give mentions to honorable sports stories that we don't quite get the chance to cover, but we're going to cover them just because we want you guys to know they're real. Shout out goes to Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces. Tonight they could be tonight, if they win. They'll be because the WNBA finals just expanded to best of 7. They'll be the first to do a complete sweep of the best of 7 over Phoenix. This will give the Las Vegas Aces their 3rd WNBA championship in 4 years. Wow. Congratulations indeed goes out to the Las Vegas Aces. All right, Shane, what's your next one?
My first honorable mention goes out to NASCAR. They have, listened to the fans and the drivers, and for select races in 2026, they will be upping the horsepower by 150, going to 750 horsepower cars on some of these racetracks. It's what the drivers wanted. I believe it's going to make a better product on TV, as well as, people watching it in the stands, as well as the drivers. Goodyear's on board testing tires with it as well. So, man, it's a great time to be a fan and to welcome the changes that all the fans wanted in the first place.
I love it. My next shout out actually is going to go to you, to Matt, to Bryan, and to our fill-in guy of Pensman Sports. Why? Well, guys, the Sportz Nutz was mentioned on, as I told you guys earlier, we were mentioned on WYFF4 because they did a segment on Presbyterian College. The coaching staff, the head coach actually acknowledged that we interviewed them first, and then the next day, WYFF4 is there. and now ESPN has covered them. So congratulations goes out to everybody who is affiliated with this show for getting that notable mention on a nationally known channel. Shane, what's your next one?
My next one goes out to a sports program that we mention a lot on here, but the Savannah Bananas. They announced their scheduling for 2026, and they are traveling to 45 different states. They've got a couple venues in there that are 90 to 100,000 fans that they're going to be playing in front of. So could they set the record now? I believe they already have, but they're not playing in the big house yet. But I think that's coming up. But shout out to them for announcing that, and the way they announced it was great. Of course, they do all the social media stuff. So if you don't follow them, go follow them. Man, it's great to see if you're a baseball fan.
I do have Jesse's number. I've been trying to communicate back and forth with him. If we get him on, that's going to be awesome to have the Savannah Bananas. I do know from our good friend Rob DeMello, KHON2, they did say that the state of Hawaii is having conversations with Savannah Bananas because a new Aloha Stadium opens in a few years. They may get the opportunity to host at New Aloha Stadium. So just hopefully. My next one, man, this is when I wish Matt was here, Shane. Shout out to Georgia Tech. Look at this this helmet, by the way, Shane. This looks
I'm
amazing.
gonna watch that game. I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah, because they're playing your boys, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and it looks great. And so I'm gonna go ahead and tell Matt to be on the upset watch, like Virginia Tech covering the spread. I'm not gonna say we're gonna win, but we might cover that spread. Man, that's a great look, and
look at the crispness of the B, by the way.
Well, as you mentioned before, and as the Asheville Bears, our guest, had on a all-white helmet, crisp chrome gold.
Yeah.
Hey, it just looks good.
It just looks good. I know we keep bringing this up, but just look at it a second. This is absolutely stunning. Which, by the way, folks, this is the last year you will ever see Georgia Tech, or at least for the next 10 years. You will not see them in any Adidas apparel. It's all going to be Nike and Under Armour ranged. So it's going to be beautiful. Oh, man. It does look clean. Absolutely. All right, Shane, what's your next one, sir?
Oh, man. Well, I'm trying to go somewhere with my next one, but I'm trying to think of one actually because, man, it's just been great, kind of around the sports world. We can mention, I don't know if it's an honorable mention, more so just a headline, the Phillies. And the blunder, and the blunder that they had, and JT was pointing the first the whole time.
He literally was saying, "Throw it here." And if you go and look at all the video footage, dude, people are like, "What are you doing?"
Me as a catcher, I know exactly what's going through JT's mind. It's you're the quarterback, so you're telling the people where the ball should go. And then all of a sudden he picks it up and throws it home. I'm shaking my head still in disbelief because I think if that thing went in the extras, they probably win it.
Oh, yeah.
But
it is the Phillies. It is the Mets and it is the Phillies. And as you guys know, the NL East just likes to absolutely lay goose eggs as of late for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Seems to be that way. But, I guess that was it was a hard way to kind of put that one in there, but I wanted to because that was on my mind for the past, day and a half or so.
And actually, we had one of our comments on here said, please give a shout out to Philly Sports from last night. Yes, our guy Pensman Sports is he is your Pittsburgh guy, but he's kind of arriving a little bit too because he is a New York Yankees fan, and as we know what happened with them. Hey, I got my next shout out. It's not exactly
drinking tequila in Cancun with Big Papi.
With Big Papi, yeah, and he drinks it on the air. By the way, did you happen to see Alex Rodriguez come out in the Boston Red Sox uniform?
No,
he was on the that show with Big Papi and everything, and he put on David Ortiz's jersey and pants and the Boston, and it's the red shirt. So he goes, he looked and you could tell he absolutely felt miserable and uncomfortable, but it was a dare and he lost on it. And so he had to wear the Boston Red Sox uniform. And oh my God, I cracked up watching it. But yeah, look, Brian Pettit just said my team is the Cubs. Yes, the Cubs, they won, man. Wouldn't that be crazy if the Cubs were to face the Mariners in the World Series? That'd be awesome. Now, my next honorable mention is not exactly a sports story. However, it is known as the happiest place on earth. I'm almost certain, and I can probably guarantee you, 95 to 98% of the people watching or who are a part of the show have been here. Have you been to Walt Disney World, Shane?
Yeah.
Last time I went, I was 8 years old. Space Mountain. And if you say something, Shane, because I know what you're going to say, because I just aged myself, I was there when Space Mountain first opened. So, yeah. Anyway. If you guys.
What were you, 18, 21?
You're so funny. I forgot to laugh. No, but if you guys remember the last time you went to Walt Disney World, raise your hand if you do. It's expensive, right? I can remember I think mom forked over $70 at the time. That was a lot of money back then too. Well, you guys ready to hear how much it is for a daily ticket just for one of the parks? Not all three. One, you ready? $200. If you want to do all three, yeah, you got to up that ante really big to $1,200. You ready to hear this? If you want to do the Fast Pass, $1,600. Absolutely no. Look, my goal is to take the girls in the coming years, Paxton. Because I hear your sister yelling at him. If I can take the girls to Disney World, yeah, I know I'm gonna have to open up a second mortgage on my house. That's how expensive it is.
No, because I went pre-COVID. Probably I think I was like 23, 24 maybe. So
well, you're only 25 now, so I mean, it was...
so 12 years ago or so. But let me.
How do you remember that far back? Because you were still a kid then.
It just I remember way back. but my mom and dad, of course, you see the last name there, Owen. We've been owing people money all of our life. So
freak out.
so we're a little frugal, but if you go on like these vacation spot destinations, like where they try to get you to sign up for the club deals, yeah, like you have to go there and listen to them for like 2 hours in 3 days. But you get
did they do that? They actually did that then?
Oh boy. Yeah, but you get the hotel room and then free tickets to the park for 2 people. And the hotel room's like $200-$300. So
do the bed bugs cost extra is the next question.
No, I mean this place, the last place we went had a rooftop hotel pool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I mean, and you're right downtown. I mean, it's all like Holiday Inn, whatever there's choice privileges. You go listen to their spiel for an hour, try to get into a timeshare or whatever that they have going on for an hour or two. You get a free food and stuff like that during that too. But then they send you to the parks for free. So that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for that for like just 2, I know you got a big family, Brandon. So I don't know. 2 free tickets is still 2 free tickets.
Absolutely. I mean, I would, God forbid they charge for Aspen. I guarantee they probably do. I don't care. She's probably, even if she was a day old, they probably say, "Oh, she's $75." I don't know. It's just something that Disney World would do. But look, Tiger Stripes just said he was 8 years old. We went. So I was actually 8 years old at the same exact time. I went there too, and I remember. God, let's see. What do I remember the most?
Boy, I went at 5, and my grandma had just fallen down some stairs and shattered her ankle. So this was like we got the handicap pass, but it was the fast pass lane. So so like we didn't have to pay for the fast pass or anything like that, but we got to go to that when I was real young, like 5, and I think it was like 94 or something like that. But then, like I said, we went, back then, and of course it was during the summer, so we waited in the lines, but we got to do what we could.
Yep. To tell you this way, the only thing I can really remember the first time I went to Disney World, I remember getting on the Dumbo ride, and that was a lot of fun for me.
Oh, teacup.
And then the
teacup one.
I did the teacup. What is the one that has the red? They look like apples. Like they have those two that they sling you around. That's what I remember doing a lot of when I was the last time I was 8 years old. Went there, and then I did Space Mountain with Jessica. God, just so much I did. It was so long ago, but anyway, guys, we have had a jam-packed episode. We had fun with you guys tonight. Thank you guys to everybody who tuned in. Which, by the way, Shane, I got to let you know, I got some numbers in. I'm really excited on this one. When I did that quick little short on TikTok when letting people know to come over here, we peaked at 92 people. Right now on YouTube it says we have 44, but it says 14 on Twitter. We have 21 on Instagram. So yeah, thank you guys to everybody who tuned in tonight. We really do appreciate it. It means an absolute world to me, to Matt, to Shane, to everybody who is affiliated with the show. You guys are taking time out of your evening to come watch us, and it really does mean a lot to us. We have a lot of episodes coming up, and I'm eagerly excited to talk to you guys about them. Our first episode is actually on Tuesday. We have a gentleman, his name is Jonah Goldberg. He is the media SID for University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. This is their inaugural season in football, and guys, they're 4-1. They play tomorrow, and they could be 5-1. It's unheard of for a team who's just coming to start to be that successful. So we have them coming on, and then the 17th of October. This one I'm actually really excited for you, Shane, as well. You know the Facebook page Atlanta Braves Chop Live, right?
Oh yeah.
So his name is Sean. He's going to come on, and he's going to talk to us about the Atlanta Braves. As everybody knows, they have a lot to fix this offseason. We'll see if he can give us an in-depth look.
They have a lot to get healthy. They have a lot to get healthy, not fix.
Everything that aren't, what are they going to do with the starting rotation? Because you have right now, if everybody came back perfectly, you have 10 people as your starting rotation. You can't have that. My personal thought is Reynaldo Lopez should go back to the bullpen. Send Bryce Elder back down to go in and leave him there permanently. I don't want to ever see him again, kind of thing. But yeah, we'll talk to him about that one. Then the 21st, this is confirmed. There is going to be a 2-team episode. We are not doing any additional side work unless we have some time. But the first one we have is Newberry College. The football program is coming on. And then literally right after, is Maryville College. The football program is also coming on. So we're going to talk to 2 small football programs on the 21st of October. The 22nd, our good friend Rob Danello, the KHON2 sports director covering University of Hawaii stuff. He will be coming because I have a really good feeling by that time, Shane, we're going to see University of Hawaii officially be bowl eligible. Could they make it all the way to the Mountain West Conference Championship game? We'll talk to Rob about that one. And then on the 28th of October, we have the athletic director of Utah Tech coming on. Yes, it's a real program. They're actually a perennial powerhouse program. So we're going to talk to them about it. And then also, we're still finalizing the details. Penny Hardaway is slated to come on our show. Matt might be going to do the interview with him. We also have Drew Bledsoe. Mark Brunell is lined up. Scott Van Pelt is also lined up. Yeah, we have, when I tell you guys, we have a lot of people coming in. We have a lot of people coming in, and we cannot wait. I know we were trying to get our good friend John to come on and talk to us about a interesting little tidbit going on in soccer, but fortunately we ran out of time. But I can tell you guys, when John comes on, you hear this story, you're going to be like blown away. It's about a national women's soccer league team who has won like 16 matches in a row. It's insane. So very cool about that one. And guys, like we told you, we have a poll out on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook. Should the Sportz Nuts start discussing tennis? Let us know what you think, and if you say no, let us know why. We want to hear, because we do have followings on a lot of opportunistic sports, tennis being possibly one of them, and we want to hear if you think we should cover it. Let us know. The poll goes out tomorrow. Let us know. We really do appreciate it. So with that being said, for everybody who tuned in tonight, for our good friend Matt, who always tells you, what does he tell you, Shane?
Be safe. Don't be flagged. Watch out for them what?
The whoop whoops. Do you have the light? Whoop whoops. Don't get the lights behind you, because you don't want to have the experience of staying in a jail over the weekend or in general. So don't get flagged in the game of life. If you're going to partake in some adult libations, do it at home or call a rideshare. Shane, what do you tell everybody to do, sir?
Well, as always, love everybody. May the good Lord bless you. Peace, love, and bacon grease.
Peace, love, and bacon grease, indeed. And guys, like I told you, we'll be back again with you on Tuesday. Cannot wait. As I always tell you, peace up, A-Town down White. It's the greatest sports city there ever was. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Have fun enjoying the weather and go enjoy and watch some football. We'll see you guys on the other side. Good night.